We need to pontificate not only what this means for Intel, but the entire chip business, really.
Yeah, and I think this question of leadership comes down to whether or not the new leader wants to continue on the same path that Intel has been on, which is one where they dominate one part of the market, and yet we've seen the numbers suggest that fewer people are buying PCs and fewer people are buying laptops, and they're buying more tablets and smartphones. And that does create a challenge for this company. We obviously have covered Dell over the last week. We know their story. HP is about to report their results, and those have not been strong. And for Intel, here's a company that its PC division, PC and laptop division, generates over the last 4 quarters roughly 2/3 of its sales. But to take it a step further, it's almost 90% of profit on average. So hugely profitable business for them, and the revenue, a massive part of their overall business. So what do? Do you start to shift course in a bigger way when, as you pointed out, they're not a big player in the smartphone business when you're still getting so much profit from that traditional business? Paul Otellini himself said in that same interview that we highlighted there that they still see a huge opportunity in PCs. So we don't necessarily know that Intel is prepared to make a huge pivot right now.
But that's not to say that they actually haven't taken those steps to be a player in the mobile space, right?
Well, one of the themes we talk about all the time is when you're big in one area and the challenges of making the shift. You're right. This is a company that has developed their own chips for mobile. They've made a number of acquisitions over the years. The acquisition of Infineon's wireless arm for $1.4 billion would be a great example of that too. But the broader theme when it comes to mobile chips has really favored ARM Holdings, a UK-based company which licenses its technology to a whole host of players, including Qualcomm, which now has a larger market valuation than Intel, Texas Instruments, Samsung. That's where the mobile chip technology has come from so far, less so from Intel.
I don't know where it's going.